guys. Welcome back to On Second Thought, your favorite podcast, I hope. It's Sophie. I am here to talk about feeling hyper confident and my journey. I really hope that the siren is not, you can't hear it 'cause it's really loud, but my journey of becoming extremely extroverted because I think that like the past few weeks, wow, the siren is so loud, but the past few weeks, I've really been trying to like come out of my shell in any way that I can. Talking to random people on the street. Okay, well, maybe if it's a safe interaction, or just like kind of engaging with people more on the street. Like, how do I even describe this? Okay, maybe not on the street. That's a bad example. But when I go into places, someone's like, "How are you? Like, how's it going?" It's like kind of what they have to say. They're in service. But actually engaging with them and being like, maybe trying to ask them that question first, like, "How's it going? How's your day going?" Even if they are semi-rude, everyone is going through something, and I feel like going into these situations, approaching these situations with a sense of curiosity and kindness is always the best mindset because you're giving them kind of an opportunity to smile, I would say, dare I say, because they're like hearing your positivity and like, wait, there are positive people, and I'm not literally just a person checking out food. I'm not just like a machine. I'm a real person. Like that's how I feel when I go to Trader Joe's and I see that the person is like, sometimes I get someone who does not want to be working, and I totally get it. Trader Joe's, the one that I go to, very busy. So I understand why they might be kind of burnt out socializing. I totally get that. I do think that it's worth it to just be like, "How's your day going?" Like, whatever. I already said that. But and at the end of the conversation, just being like, "Have a good day, like, take care, whatever." So that has kind of been my slow build. And also, obviously, these are little interactions that just feel so simple. But if the person is willing and comfortable, that can turn into a whole conversation. And it's so nice. Like, it's fun to engage with people that you don't know, I think. And I went to Adidas the other day. This is my like I I got a tracksuit and I was checking out and I was talking to the guy and I was with some of my friends and we were talking for a while. Like he was like, "How's your day going? Like, what are you guys up to?" And actually, I asked him first. I was like, "How's your day going? Like, how's work been? Has it been busy in here?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's going good. Like, I'm happy. I'm alive. Like, positive." And like we talked for like kind of a long time, like longer than it took for him to ring me up. But I was like talking like about my friend and how she's visiting from Spain, and he was like, "Oh, you guys should go here and like go get some food." I was like, "Yeah, we actually just went to like Cane's because she's never had Cane's." So we started talking about that. And it like I didn't see it this way, but my friend pointed out after, she was like, "That was like low key, like, why was he flirting with you so hard?" And I was like, "Really? Like, I didn't notice that. I thought that we were just like having a conversation." So I think that it's funny because to me, like, some interactions might just be like me interacting with people, but depending on who I'm interacting with, it could be like a flirtatious situation. So I think that that also goes into my journey of becoming more confident, more extroverted, is trying to flirt with people more often. I actually just saw a reel of this guy talking about how Americans don't flirt enough and how they take flirting too seriously because like Americans, like, we expect something romantic and like something actual to come out of flirting. And I'm just like, wait a second. That is what's been holding me back because it's true. It is true. Flirting with a guy as a girl in this day and age means that they become attached to you in an unnecessary way. And we need to start taking it down a notch. We need to start taking it much less seriously. Because if I ask how your day is going, first of all, that's not me flirting. But if I continue and I start to get that flirty banter going, it's like, don't ask for my phone number. Like, I don't ever want to see you again. Okay. So I'm trying to flirt more. Okay. Yesterday, it was my second day of classes. I was rushing to class, but I was like, you know what? Life is a little, we need to have a little fun. I need to feel like I'm in a stressful, like a movie, and like I'm rushing somewhere, but I'm like, you know what? I still have time to go. You know, like in those movies when like someone is like, "Oh, I'm in a rush to go do this," but then they go and do like 20 other like side quests before they go to the thing, but they make it on time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, in the beginning of Incredibles, when he's like, before his wedding, he's like, "Yeah, I got time to go deal with this criminal." So like that's me. That's what I'm trying to do with my life. Like, ooh, okay, it's like 5 minutes. I'm 10 minutes away, but I can make it. I can make it. So like I stopped. I got beignets, and like I am just like I'm rushing, but I'm like, hey, like how's it going? Like, can I get three beignets and can I get a latte, like an iced latte? And they're like, for sure. And then I like started recording him like putting the powder on the thing, and like I don't know, it was very like I was like, how's your guys' day going? Like whatever. Just trying as much as possible to it's literally just exposure therapy, talking to as many people as I can, asking how their day is going, laughing at situations, like never taking anything too seriously. And I said it's just going in being curious. I'm trying to have like this childlike wonder of like, wow, like look around, like we're all living. And that's my favorite part about being in New York is like everyone everyone is just walking around. Everyone's taking the subway. Some people might be Ubering, but like there is not really the like class distinction like there might be in like LA or other places where like you have to have say a car, and you like have a there's like bougier areas, and you can tell who's like whatever status because of their personal possessions. But in New York, you can't really have that as much. Yeah, sure, the clothes you're wearing, but you're still on the streets. You're still walking around on the streets. So I think that like New York to me is such like a playground for fucking around and just meeting people and realizing that like even the people that think that they're so important, actually you're not that important. I This is crazy also. I was at a bar in the Lower East Side on last Friday, and I was with like 10 of my friends, and we're waiting in line, and my friend's like, "Okay, go see how much it is to like cut the line." I'm like, "Oh, okay, fine." So I go see, it's like $150 for six of us. I'm like, "Okay, no, 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 we're just gonna wait in line." So we wait in line, it's chill. Waiting in line is like I don't really care. It's fine. Like I don't mind. It didn't take that long. Also, we're all together, we were chatting, we're having a good time, hanging out. We get in. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is lit. Like there's so many people. This is so fun. We go up to the bar, we get some drinks, and like I'm just like there's so many like people that I would never, I mean obviously people are wasted and it's like not a whatever. It's just its own environment. And it's very fun to just engage in that and fuck around. Literally like okay, so then there's an upstairs to this place that we're at. And I'm like, okay, like let's get upstairs. I make friends with a bouncer while I made friends with like three bouncers that night. Yes, it was a little bit of a liquid confidence, but what I'm saying is like I am just fucking around. I'm literally just having fun. I'm talking to them. I don't know. I got his Instagram because he was like, "Oh, next time you come, I'll get you that VIP access." And not gonna do that, but yeah, it was just really funny. We go upstairs a while late. Like this is like I'm going up and down. I go upstairs again. Wisdom, Kane, the fashion influence, the fashion influencer is there. And I'm like, oh my God, he's so tall, by the way. He's so tall. I'm like, oh my God, it's wisdom. It's wisdom. I look at my friend like across, I'm like, it's wisdom, it's wisdom. It's so funny. But okay, this is going back to what I'm saying is like you're in New York, everyone is at these fucking bars. Like no one is too cool. Cause like there's gonna be normal people at every single bar. Like, hello? So like it just kind of knocks down like the status part of it. I think someone also said that like Olivia Ponton was there too. But it just was so funny. Like these bars with like all these celebrity or not okay TikTokers, but still I just think it's funny, and I think that it's really fun to just like not take it so seriously and just go to these places, and like if you get rejected or okay, who cares? There's 30,000 other bars in New York City. Go to another one. I don't know. So that's just like my bar experience, like just kind of hanging out, messing around, running up and down the stairs, making friends with as many people as I can. I literally got like a finessed a booth for my friends and I because I'm just like, hey, like, can my friends sit down? I introduce my friends to these guys, and then I just like get up and I'm dancing. And it was perfect because my friends were comfortable. I was dancing, like, it's all good. But yeah, truly just like, mm, I've always been pretty extroverted, I would say, but I think that I actually realized this recently. My extrovertedness came from a place of trying to get the approval of other people. So, yeah. So I think now I'm finally at a place in my life where I feel so confident and like good about myself that I'm not seeking the approval of others. And I don't know, it's really like a comforting feeling to know that like I have these people around me, my friends, they love me for who I am and they would never expect me to act a certain way or like okay, obviously I need to act a certain way and be a nice person, but they don't expect me to be like anything that I'm not. And that's what they love about me. It's like I'm myself, I'm real, and that's what I love about them. They're themselves and they're real and we just it's beautiful. And I feel like I've had that, but for a long time, I felt, like, so excluded by the people that I was around in high school and in middle school and in all of my life until I left, to come to New York. I feel like up until my senior year, I was not good enough. I felt like I really struggled and had to create my own confidence, and that's where, the confidence building always is continuing, and I feel like I'm at a peak right now, and I think it's gonna continue, like, I feel like I don't know, but in high school, it was really tough because I didn't have a lot of people around me, and I really felt, like, excluded by the people in my class. Maybe yeah, I don't know if was that my fault? I don't think so, like, I was athletic, I went to the events, I was friends trying to be friends with these people, and I really just didn't feel I didn't feel welcomed. I didn't and I also think that had to do with, like, being in a relationship too, question mark, guys? I don't know. We're getting into some therapy. This is, like, kind of a therapy session right now, but truly, I just felt like I wasn't good enough for a long time, all throughout high school, like, there were people that I saw, like, accepted into these circles, and I was like, "Damn, what? Am I trying too hard or something?" Like, it was really interesting, and looking back, it still is interesting, but even in my early days of, like, elementary school, I felt like just not good enough, like, I was okay, I had people had crushes on me, and I was, like, a pretty girl, and I feel like I've always kind of had, like, pretty privilege, but I think that, like, other girls didn't like me for that, and I was low key bullied because I wasn't like I wasn't friends with them since birth. Like a lot of these girls had been friends forever, and I wasn't part of that. I remember like playing soccer. I I was like people were mean to me. People were mean. I think we were all a little mean. I wouldn't say that I wasn't mean. Like I was also probably mean. But I remember one time like we were playing and I don't know what happened, but this like deep rooted, like deep cry all of a sudden burst out of me. And I literally like nothing happened on the field, like nothing really happened, but I had to pretend like I hurt myself. And that's why I was crying. But I was like, it was like I can still feel that cry in my chest. Like it was deep hurt from like how mean these girls were to me and how mean like just it wasn't like a safe environment. I remember like one soccer game. Whoa, we're getting into the trauma. Okay. You know what? We're getting into the trauma. It's good. One soccer game, I go on the field, I'm playing, and these two girls, they're sitting out. These are like the popular girls who still, dare I say? Should I say it? No. I'll keep that to myself. But they they were sitting out And at this time, I liked a boy in my class, and pretty much everyone knew about it, but like we liked each other. But I'm in like 5th grade, 6th grade, nothing's gonna happen. I don't know. We just liked each other. They took my phone out of my like soccer bag, went on my Instagram, and I don't know how they figured out my password first. Like, yeah. And I was like, how the fuck did they figure out my password? But they figured out my password, went on my Instagram, put his name in my bio, and like posted a selfie of them on my Instagram. And I was like, what the fuck? And I think that they changed his name on my phone or something. Like they did something else. I was like so shattered. Like I was so hurt because I was like, you're really gonna fucking do that bullshit to me right now? Why are you digging through someone else's bag during a soccer game who's helpless? And like I literally had no say in this. Like I'm on the field. So that was ridiculous. And I was so upset. I like asked my mom, I was like, did you tell them my password? Like, how do they figure this out? And yeah, I was so hurt. And my mom was pissed off. My mom, like, full, like, mama bear came out, was so mad. And honestly, like, my mom, when I was like growing up and dealing with conflict, she was like, you have to handle this yourself. Like, she was always very, like, you have to handle this yourself, try to talk to them and figure it out. And if that doesn't work, I'll step in, but you need to try first. But this situation, when they took my phone, she was like, no, fuck no. Literally, like, I think she went to the parents and was like, your kid did this to me. Like, like, why do you think that that's okay that they could do that to my daughter? Like, bullying my daughter during a soccer game while she's playing in the field, taking her phone. Like, that is not okay. Yeah, I was really hurt. Like, they were, like, laughing about it too, and then they came over and apologized and was like my mom was like, "Don't accept their apology." And I was like, "Yeah." That was pretty brutal. That was a brutal time in my life. Like, literally triggering for me, like, thinking back. Anyways, yeah, I think that, like, a lot of people I think there was, like, a very select few people who didn't go through really crazy, like, bullying from where I'm from, now that I think about it. Like, only, like, there was, like, a very select few, and I think that, like, someone like me, who kinda had, like, a lot of personality and was very, like I said, like, kind of extroverted and, like I said, like, again, seeking approval, like, trying to be funny, like, making people laugh, I was the one getting shit on the most, whereas the people that were quiet and just, like, "Hee hee," that kind of vibe, they didn't get very much flack. So, yeah, anyways, that is some of my childhood trauma. Recently dug into that, and I really want to never have to feel like that or let people make me feel like that ever again. Because, like I said, even up until high school, people were making me feel like shit. Okay, okay. So I don't want to be ever like I am in such a good place in my life that like I'm not ever going to let someone who has small perspective on life make me feel bad. So that's why I need to take the opportunity that I have of feeling confident and feeling safe with the people that I have around me to go about my life with a childlike sense of wonder. Okay? While I can, while I have, the opportunity to be in a place where I really can and just explore and be silly and have fun and be young. I'm in my 20s. Like, come on. So, yeah, truly I am just trying to figure out what it means to be hyper confident, be as confident as I can, not seeking the approval of anybody, just seeking straight up, just seeking love, just seeking love and friendship and joy. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling in a few weeks once my classes really start to get busy and I start to feel a little bit stressed out. But yeah, honestly, guys, we just went into my childhood trauma, so I think that I need to log off for the day. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that is honestly all I have for you guys. I hope that this maybe gives a little bit of perspective into maybe your own life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have some childhood trauma that you didn't know you had. And once we break down the childhood trauma of it all, because honestly, I never, like truly, because this is how deeply I didn't think that I didn't have childhood trauma. Like, I did not think I had any childhood trauma or trauma. I didn't think I had trauma, but realizing that I do actually have a lot of trauma, realizing that trauma doesn't need to be something so drastic and huge. Like it can still be like getting bullied a few times in school or interactions with friends. Like I realized like I have so much friend trauma just from the past few years trying to build friendships and realize that this person is not who I thought that they were after 3 years of friendship. So that sucks. And I do kind of carry that with my friendships. Like I get really worried confronting issues because I did have a situation where I tried to like talk to my friend and confront a problem that I was having and it totally backfired and we're not friends anymore. Even though I apologized. I'm not even gonna get into that. But this is what I'm saying. Like I am learning that I do have trauma and that I need to start breaking down my trauma more and analyzing it because I think that that will help me so much in future situations and help me with my overall confidence. So, yeah, thanks for listening to this episode 46, I believe. Yeah. All right, that is it for Sophie. I'm clocking off or I'm logging off. If you haven't followed the Instagram, go follow the Instagram. Go follow, subscribe, go follow on Spotify and rate the podcast on Spotify. We're growing. We're growing. I have 51 followers on Instagram. Hey, but it's all fun and games, okay? All right. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.